So why cloud? As a primer, you can understand that cloud will increase your speed to market, optimize your costs, and reduce your risk. But you need a little context first. Think about the old way information technology supported the business, where the customer interfaced directly with the business and was quite often unaware of the technology. And there were enterprises that leveraged technology in this environment to do amazing things. Take a look at Walmart and what they did. Sam Walton was singularly focused on customer service as well as driving out the cost out of his supply chain, and he used technology to pull this off. And this worked well because the market was moving at a slower pace. But things have changed. And there are a lot of reasons for this change. Barriers to competitive entry are much lower, where industry verticals are being offered as software as a service. You have instant pay-as-you-go IT, you have a global workforce, and venture capital moving in to support ventures other than just technology ventures. You have high customer expectations where they demand anywhere, anytime, always on access. They want to be self-served, face-to-face as a second choice. They're very collaborative and opinionated. They want mobile access first, and they have an appetite for change that's ever increasing. You also have rapid change in technology taking place. You've got cloud computing, the subject of this presentation, but you also have pervasive mobility, social media, big data, and enterprise scale automation that the first two categories are leveraging to pull things off. There's also industry pressure where there's ever increasing regulation on enterprise. Global cyber attack has arisen. There's the virtualization of everything that doesn't need to come to your doorstep. Cash is a good example where people need less and less of that nowadays. Commoditization of traditional services is taking place where bread and butter of an enterprise that was once a competitive edge has become put in a corner. You also have a lot of market uncertainty and fierce competition. And finally, there's a lot of internal pressure that we put on ourselves where the business recognizes all of this change that's coming and puts ever-increasing demand on IT, also asking us to reduce expenses, innovate constantly, improve stability, and improve the risk profile of our organization. And there are some high-performing enterprises today that are taking advantage of this climate. You don't need to look any further than Amazon, where they understand it as customers served by software, where software is a combination of people, process, and technology. Jeff Bezos is quoted as saying, if you make customers unhappy in the physical world, they might each tell 6 friends. If you make customers unhappy on the internet, they can each tell 6,000 friends. And the main reason for this is that technology has been presented to the customer that's made them mobile and social. And it's fundamentally changed the relationship of how technology interfaces with customer service, where the technology is often coming from the customer into the enterprise, or the enterprise's technology arrives in the pocket of the customer even before the business knows about it. And if you look back to Walmart, they made a bold move and jumped on this trend by forming a wholly owned subsidiary to transform their technology to adjust to this trend. So let's say your business gets this, and they want to develop a great mobile experience for their customers, and they understand that their customers expect more and more updates more often. So they want to do a release every 2 weeks. And the server guy says, sure, all right, I'll just need 3 servers to give you that mobile service. Here are my servers. I'm going to put them in a request. I need applications and storage and operating systems and those sort of things. And I'm going to send it into our pipeline. And a network expert will pick it up and configure it. Then a storage expert gets it. Then an operating system expert gets it. Then a security expert gets it. Then a database expert gets it. Then some application experts get it. You get the point, right? So a bunch of people touch it before it's eventually deployed in a stable way into production. And it's a very stable process, and it puts difficult tasks in the hands of experts to ensure stability, but it takes weeks at best. And staying this way can mean death for an enterprise that services a social and mobile customer base that has these ever-increasing service expectations. Think about it this way. It took 40 years to develop a shipping container standard that Walmart, Sam Walton, used to dominate the retail market in about 20 years. Fast forward a little bit, it took 22 years to develop the internet that Amazon's logistics systems used to dominate the e-commerce market in about 5 years. Now, today, at this ever-increasing rapid pace, enterprises need to rapidly bring products to tech-savvy customers empowered by viral opinions. That's a bit wordy. Boiling it down, an enterprise that can only adjust to the market every 18 months or so is in trouble, especially if your customer base is mobile and social. So, how are high-performing enterprises handling this new trend? Well, quite simply, one of the big pieces they're using is a cloud API. Who cares what API stands for, but just realize it means that things can be fully automated, soup to nuts. People and process and technology can all be pulled together, and they can get a server ready for the business to see their code running on in about 30 minutes. And this is powerful. It means that fully automatic, standard way, applications, databases, security, all those sort of things are deployed in 30 minutes or less. And they can do it again and again and again. And this has two trickle-down impacts. The first one is that it reduces risk. So these high-performing enterprises leverage cloud to create whole environments in minutes, and they're finding new ways to ensure quality and security. Now, because I have a standard repeatable process, it means I can have well-designed, well-implemented, automated quality, and this means fewer production issues. In addition, I can do regular security assessments of applications as they're spun up into these environments, and these environments look very similar, or quite often in the high-performing enterprises, the production environments themselves. So understand it this way. At a very high level, I can have a commit phase that does code quality analysis and helps my developers write better code. I can have an automatic acceptance phase against the environment that I spin up in 30 minutes and do live automatic tests and scans and help find bugs and holes sooner. Customer acceptance phase really just means the business gets to see the results of all of this efforts in minutes and be confident that it's pretty secure and pretty bug-free. On the other side, another trickle-down effect is that you can optimize costs better. High-performing enterprises are spending more smartly with cloud, and here's how. They're moving from an army of engineers per project and a few projects per year to many more projects per year and few engineers per project. In other words, they're doing a lot more with the same resources that they have at their disposal. And it requires drastically less support per project or application to do things in cloud once you're fully mature there. So the net of this is that when your customers who are mobile and social say, I want something now, your business can say, you got it right now. And it allows them to confidently and quickly react to their customer base. So let's come in for a landing. If you can't deploy a server in a few minutes, your business can't react to the market in months. And if your business can't react to the market in months, weeks, or even days sometimes, you won't last very long if your market is mobile and social. And the only way to react this quickly and deploy servers in minutes is to develop a highly competent enterprise cloud capability. And all this is going to result in an increase in your speed to market, which will have two trickle-down effects. The first one is that individual automatic cloud environments will require far less resources to build and maintain. And this will allow you to optimize costs and push more projects through your pipeline. And the second trickle-down effect is that once you can deploy environments in minutes, you can use them in new ways to improve quality and security and risk, giving you a lot more confidence in what you're putting in front of your customer. So thanks for watching.